to today's session. I'm your English mentor, Tamanna, and today we will be looking at a very important topic. Well, today's topic is determiners. If you remember, we had started with this topic last week itself and we are going to continue with it. Okay. Now, before I delve into determiners, let us first have a look at our WhatsApp number. So, our number is 9311883484. I repeat, 9311883484. You can go ahead and save this number and send us your queries on WhatsApp. You can also send us your answers while I'm teaching on WhatsApp and I can look through them. Alright, so I'm pretty sure by now you must have saved this number. So let us move ahead and let us delve into today's session. Starting with, let us look at what are the things and stuff that we're going to cover in today's session. So today we will be starting by recalling what determiners are and by recalling all the other parts of determiners that we had studied in the last class. Then today we are going to look at the very next type of determiner, which is your possessives, followed by your quantifiers, followed by your numbers, and then towards the end we are going to practice together so that you ace your learning. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with today's session. Now, starting with determiners, and by recalling, let's start by recalling what determiners are. So determiners are words which are placed in front of a noun to give some information about the noun but not describe it. Alright, so what are determiners? Determiners are basically words which go ahead and they describe your noun, right? They give some information about the noun. They don't describe it, they give some information about the noun. Alright, then how many types of determiners are there? If you remember in the last class I told you that there are 8 types of determiners. Alright, what are they? You have your articles, demonstratives, possessives, quantifiers, numbers, distributives, different words, and then defining words. Alright, now in the last class we had started with articles. So what are articles? Let us recall. So articles are basically words which tell us that if a noun is specific or unspecific, that if we are talking about a particular noun or it's not a particular noun, it's a general noun. Okay, so there are 2 types of articles that we have. One is your definite article and second is your indefinite article. Alright, now what are indefinite articles? Well, indefinite articles are used for singular and non-specific nouns. Okay, so when we talk about an article in general and we are talking about one particular noun, alright, whenever we talk about a noun in general and we are talking about one particular noun, that is when we use indefinite article. Alright, there are 2 types of indefinite article, one is a and second is an. Alright, then we have our definite article. So what is the definite article? Well, our definite article is the. Alright, so the is the definite article and we use it for both singular and plural nouns. Okay, so we use it for both singular and plural nouns. Then let us talk about the next type of determiner that we have, which we had studied once again in the last class, that is your demonstratives. So what are demonstratives? Well, demonstratives are basically words which showcase a specific thing or a person. So when we try to talk about a particular thing, try to point out a particular thing, that is when we use demonstratives. Alright, so there are 4 demonstratives in English language: this, that, these and those. Alright, so these are the 2 things that we had covered in the last class. Once again, we had covered up articles, we had covered up your indefinite articles and definite articles. If you remember, we had talked about in detail when to use indefinite article, when to use your definite article and what are the exceptions of these, and then we had moved on to demonstratives, like I said, which basically reflect or point out a particular noun. There are 4 types of demonstratives, to reiterate: this, that, these and those. Alright, so now that we have seen all of that, let us move on to the very next type of determiner. What is it? It's of course possessives. Okay, so possessives, what do you mean by the word possessive? Possessive means It's a word which basically indicates the ownership of a particular thing or a person. Alright. So for example, if I say this remote is mine, what am I doing? It's mine, right? What am I doing? I'm talking about its possession, that it belongs to me. Alright, that is their chair, it's his bag, right? So when I use these words, his bag, its chair, right? So that means that I'm talking about the ownership. So the word possessives basically define, or it indicates the ownership of a person or a thing. Alright, a possessive determiner therefore sits before a noun to show who or what owns it. So we always use our possessive, in fact any determiner per se. Please remember, we use all our determiners before our noun. Okay, determiners are always used before noun because it gives some information about it. Alright, so possessives too, we use it before our noun to show the ownership, to indicate the ownership, that is who it belongs to. For example, I love their house. Whose house? Their house. That means it belongs to some third person, right? I'm looking for her dog. Whose dog? Her dog. Talking about a particular girl, right? And her dog. So let us now move ahead and let us look at the possessive words that we have. Okay, so the possessive determiner used in English language are as follows. Now you know that we have our subject pronouns, right? What are your subject pronouns? Your general pronouns or subject pronouns are I, you, he, she, they, it. Alright, I, you, he, she, they, we and it. Sorry. Alright, so I, you, he, she, we, they and it. Now I changes to my. Okay, so my is your possessive determiner. I changes to my. Alright. So if I am talking about my ownership, like if I am talking about myself, then I'll use my. If I am talking about a second person, then I'll use your. Okay, you becomes your. For a guy, we'll use he becomes his. For a girl, she becomes her. We becomes our, they becomes their, and it becomes its. Alright, so I changes to my, you changes to your, she changes to her, we changes to our, they changes to their, and it changes to its. For example, this is my dress. I like your hat. His books are on the table. Her assignments are incomplete. Our parents have gone to Goa. Their garden is beautiful. Its capital is Abu Dhabi. Alright. So first person, second person and third person pronoun. Here you can see. So this is how the subject pronouns change to your possessive determiner. Alright. So my, your, his, her, our, their and its. These are your possessive determiners. Alright. So now that we have looked at this, let us move ahead and let's see if you guys can answer these questions. So the first one, dash parents live in Hamburg. Go ahead, look at the options carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job, absolutely correct. The answer is our parents live in Hamburg. Okay, we cannot say us parents, we cannot say we parents, right? The possessive determiner is our. So option number 1 is the correct answer. So kudos to you, to all of you have given the correct answer. Moving ahead with the next question. The hotel has dash own swimming pool. Come on, go ahead and guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So here you can see the hotel, we are talking about the hotel. Hotel is what? It's a non-living thing, right? For non-living things we use it, so therefore we'll use its. So the hotel has its own swimming pool. So option 2 is the correct answer. Well done guys. Moving ahead with the next question. The children finished dash game. Look at the sentence carefully, look at the options carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done, guys. Very well done. Excellent job. So here you can see the sentence begins with the children. Children is plural, more than one, right? So the children finished their game. Therefore, the correct answer is option number 1. Well done, guys. Very well done. Let's move on to the very next question. While in a queue, you should patiently wait for dash turn. Look at the sentence carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done, guys. Very well done. So here in this sentence you can see that the subject pronoun that has been used is you. So you will change to your, right? So while in a queue, you should patiently wait for your turn. Hence, the correct answer is option number 3. Kudos to all of you. Moving ahead with the next question. He was just about to leave for the party when dash father came in. Look at the sentence carefully, look at the options carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done, guys. You guys are doing a wonderful job. So, here in this sentence, you can see that the sentence begins with the word he, right? So, the subject pronoun is he. So, he changes to his, right? So, the correct answer is option number 3, that is his. Moving ahead with the next question. You should always remember dash strength and dash enemy's weakness. Look at the question carefully, look at the options carefully and try to determine the correct answer. Amazing, guys. You guys are doing an amazing job. Yes, absolutely correct. Once again, as you can see that the sentence begins with the subject pronoun you, right? So you will change to your. So you should always remember your strength and your enemy's weakness. Good job. Moving ahead with the next type of determiner, which are your quantifiers. Now, an extremely important determiners, alright, we use quantifiers all the time. So, first of all, what are quantifiers? We use quantifiers to give information about the quantity or number of a noun. Alright, so when we talk about the quantity of a noun, we use quantifiers. Now, quantity can be described in 2 ways, okay? You can be specific about the quantity, you can basically be non-specific about the quantity. Alright, so I can talk about the quantity directly, I can talk about the quantity indirectly. Directly means, like for example, get a kilo of potatoes from the market. Alright, so when I say a kilo, which means 1 kg, I am being particular, I am being specific. Alright, however, if I use the same sentence with an indirect quantifier and I say, please get a few potatoes from the market. So here you can see the word a few basically suggests, it definitely talks about the quantity of the potatoes that I am asking you to get, but it talks about it indirectly. Alright, so these are quantifiers. So what is quantifiers? As the word itself suggests, it comes from the word quantity. Quantifiers, one which tells about the quantity of a noun. Alright, so quantifiers gives information about the quantity or number of a noun. Alright, for example, is there some milk in the fridge? So the word some over here can you see once again your quantifiers are as usual, just like any other determiner, they are used before your noun. So here also you can see that is there some milk in the fridge? So the word some talks about the quantity of the milk. I don't have much time, alright, so talks about the quantity of the time. Alright, so these are your quantifiers. Now before I start explaining the quantifiers to you and which quantifiers we use when we get into all of those details, first of all let us look at the 2 different types of noun that we have. One is your countable noun, second is your uncountable noun. Okay, very easy, as the name itself suggests. Countable noun means the nouns that you can count. Uncountable noun means the nouns which you cannot count, right? So nouns you can count are called countable nouns. Nouns which you cannot count are called uncountable nouns. For example, car, table, apple, chair, these are all countable nouns, all right? However, sugar, milk, coffee, tea, hair, these are all uncountable nouns, okay? So countable nouns are these, uncountable nouns are like tea, milk, time, etc. Okay, these are all uncountable nouns. So let us look into the quantifiers in detail. So the quantifiers which we use with countable nouns are, first, many. Alright, so we use many when we talk about a plural noun. Of course, it's a countable noun, but with plural noun. Many, as the word itself suggests, it suggests more than one, right? So many is used with a plural noun, and it is used in all three forms, which is your positive, negative and question form. Okay, so positive form, you can see he owns many houses in France. Negative form, she does not have many friends. And question form, how many toys do you have? Okay, so many is used with countable nouns. It is used in the with plural nouns, and it is used in all three forms. All right. Then you have too many. Too many, once again, just like many, it suggests a plural noun. So it is used with plural noun, and it's only used in positive and negative form and not question form. Okay, so there are too many dogs here, there weren't too many people. Alright, moving ahead with the third type of quantifier that we have is few. Alright, now few means little, right? Few is basically a word that we use instead of little for countable nouns. Okay, so a negative quantity, it shows little. Then plural noun, okay, we only use it with plural noun. Like for example, he has uploaded few photographs on Instagram. Alright, he has uploaded few photographs on Instagram. Then a few. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is the difference between few and a few? Okay, now few means little, a few means some. Alright, that is the difference. So it shows a positive quantity. Few means negative quantity. It shows the, like for example, if I say I have a few friends, that means I'm telling you that I have friends. Okay, a little friends, but I have some friends, but you know, a few friends. I'm talking in positive terms. Alright, but if I say I have few friends, that means I'm talking about it in negative term. That means I don't have many friends. That is what I'm trying to say. So I'm basically focusing on the friends that I don't have. Okay, but when I say I have a few friends, which means I'm focusing on the friends that I have. Alright, so a few is basically a positive term, few is a negative term. Alright, so a positive quantity used in place of some can be used with plural noun and can be used in positive and question form. For example, they have a few books on feminism. Can you give me a few tips to start my own blog? Alright, so this is how we use, once again, many, plural noun, positive, negative and question form, too many, plural noun, positive and negative form, few, a negative quantity used with plural noun, and a few, positive quantity used with plural noun in positive and your question form. Moving ahead on to the next type of quantifiers, okay, the next series of quantifiers. So the first one is a large number of. Alright, a large number of, as the word itself suggests, it's of course used with plural noun once again. Okay, so it's used with plural noun, used in positive and negative form. For example, this newspaper has a large number of subscribers. So this of course is your positive sentence. Negative form, she does not have a large number of books in her library. Alright, so a large number of, plural noun used in positive and negative form. Then several. Several means, you know, a little, right? So several. Plenty of also you can use. Okay, so several, which means plural noun used only in positive form. For example, it took her several days to recover from the shock. Alright, none of. So the word none of is used before demonstratives or possessives. Okay, it's either used before demonstratives or possessive. Demonstratives are this, that, these and those, and possessives are the one that we had just done, which is your, my, his, her, our, their and its. Alright, so none of this is your fault, used with a demonstrative over here. None of his friends came to the party, so his friends becomes a possessive pronoun. Okay, so with none of we always use demonstratives or possessives. Moving ahead, let us look at the quantifiers that we use with uncountable nouns. Okay, till now we had looked at the quantifiers that we use with countable nouns. Now let's look at the quantifiers that we can use with uncountable nouns. So the first one is much. Alright, so we use much with negative and question form. Please remember, many is used for countable nouns, much is used for uncountable nouns. There are many mangoes in the fridge. Okay, there is much sugar in the tea. Alright, there are many mangoes in the fridge, there is much sugar in the tea. So this is how we use many and much, countable and uncountable. Alright, so used in negative and question form. For example, I don't have much time. Alright, this is negative. How much money have you got? Okay, how much money have you got? This is your question form. Then too much, too many, too much. Too many used with countable nouns, too much used with uncountable nouns. So singular noun, we use it with singular noun, positive and negative form. I ate too much food, there is too much sugar in the tea. Don't put too much water on the plants. Okay, so too much, it's used with singular nouns. Moving ahead with little. Alright, so once again you have few and little. Few is used with countable nouns, little is used with uncountable nouns. Okay, so few can be replaced by little if it's used in uncountable nouns. Little can be replaced by few if you are talking about countable nouns. Okay, so once again, just like your few, little is basically a negative quantity. Okay, almost nothing, it means it's almost nothing. It's used, it can be only used in positive form. For example, there is little milk in the fridge. Okay, there are few mangoes in the fridge, there is little milk in the fridge. Alright, then a little, just like a few, it is used in terms of positive quantity. Okay, so here when we say little, there is little milk in the fridge and there is a little milk in the fridge. When I say there is little milk in the fridge, that means I'm talking that there's like it's almost nothing, right? There's very little milk in the fridge. That means the quantity is almost nothing. But when I say there is a little milk in the fridge, I'm talking about it in a positive term. That means there is a little. Okay, I'm talking about the existing quantity. Alright, so a few and a little. A few is used for countable nouns, a little is used for uncountable nouns. So a positive quantity talks about small amount, used in positive and question form. For example, I need a little money and can I have a little bite of that chocolate? Okay, so this is how we use it. Then moving ahead with the very next type of your this quantifier, which is a good or a great deal of. Now a good or a great deal of, we use it with large amount of. A good or a great deal of means when we talk about something which is in large amount and huge quantity, that is when we use this. Okay, which means lot of. Alright, so positive and negative form, this is how we use it. It took a good deal of time and effort. You don't know a great deal more than I do. Alright, so this is how we use it. Once again, you have much used in negative and question form. I don't have much time, how much money have you got? Too much used with singular noun, positive and negative form. I ate too much food, don't put too much water on the plants. Little shows negative quantity, almost nothing, used only in positive form. A little used in positive quantity, it shows a positive quantity and it is used for positive and question form. And then a good and a great deal of, we use it to talk about a lot of something, talking about something in large amounts, and we use it in positive and negative form. Alright, let's move ahead. And now very last, let us have a look at the quantifiers, which can be used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay. So the first one is enough. Enough means sufficient. Okay. Plenty. Okay. Sufficient. Enough means sufficient. So it is used in all three forms: positive form, negative form, and your question form. So for example, I have enough money to pay the bill. Okay, this is your positive form. You don't get enough sleep. This is negative form. Have you got enough time? This is your question form. Alright. Then after enough, you have the word some. Alright. So here you can see I have enough money. Money is basically your uncountable. Okay. You don't get enough sleep. Sleep is also uncountable. Enough time is also uncountable. But I have enough books. Okay, I have enough books, I have enough IELTS, I've got enough IELTS books to prepare. Okay, so books are countable. So here you can see enough can be used for both your countable and uncountable nouns. Then you have some. Some means a little. Alright. Now it can be used in positive and question form. Okay, we cannot use some in negative form. For example, I must withdraw some money from the bank. Can you buy some fruits on your way back home? Some money, money is again uncountable. Some fruits, fruits are countable. Okay. So can you buy some fruits on your way back home? I must withdraw some money from the bank. Then any. Any means no or zero. Okay. Any means no or zero. Then it can be used in negative and question form. It can be used only in negative and question form. For example, I don't have any children. Children are countable nouns. Were there any problems during the project? Problems are uncountable nouns. Okay. So I don't have any children. Were there any problem during the project? So any. Alright. Moving ahead with the next one, lots of. So lots of is used informally. Okay. Lots of is used informally. It can be used in positive and question form. Alright, positive and question form. For example, there is lots of food in the cupboard. Have you eaten lots of chocolate? Okay, so this is how we use it. Once again, you have enough, some, any, and lots of for both countable and uncountable nouns. Moving ahead, you also have a lot of. So lots of is used informally, a lot of is used formally. Alright, lots of is used informally and lot of is used formally. So a lot of is used with positive, negative and question form, all three forms. So the first one, that's a lot of money. I don't have a lot of choices. Have you sold a lot of tickets? Okay, so positive, negative and question form. Then you have plenty of. Plenty of means more than enough or more than sufficient. Alright. Then we have plenty of food at home. I have plenty of time. Used only in positive form. Moving ahead with the next one, most. Most means majority of. Okay. So when we talk about a majority of something, that is when we use the word most. So most is used in positive and negative form. Okay, positive and negative form. For example, she plays tennis most mornings. Okay, most tap water is not drinkable in India. So positive and negative form. Then you have no. The word no is used in positive and question form. Okay, so no girl should be denied the right to education. This is your positive form. Were no stores open today? This is your question form. Alright. And none of used in positive form. Once again, none of the students took the test. Okay, none of the students took the test. So it's either used with the article, it can be used with possessives, it can be used with demonstratives, the word none of. Alright. So this is how we use these quantifiers. Now that we have seen and we have understood the concept of quantifiers, let us see if you guys can answer these questions. So go ahead, look at the statement and try to determine if the following statement is true or false. In case you aren't able to, please seek help, please refer to your notes and try to give the correct answer. Alright, so let's look at the very first sentence. we use the determiner much before singular uncountable nouns? Come on, go ahead and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. Yes, indeed, absolutely correct. We use much before singular uncountable nouns. It is indeed true. Okay, so much, the word much, like I said, many is used for your countable nouns, much is used for uncountable nouns. Moving ahead with the next one, we use the determiner a large number of before plural countable nouns. Come on, look at the statement and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. Yes, this statement is also absolutely true. We do use the determiner a large number of before your plural countable nouns. So well done. Moving ahead with the next one, we use the determiner some before only countable nouns. Some before only countable nouns. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. Yes, this statement is false, right? It's a false statement. We use some before both countable and uncountable nouns. Moving ahead with the next question. We use the determiner enough for all three positive, negative and question form. Come on, go ahead, look at the statement and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done. You guys are doing an amazing job. Absolutely correct. The statement is indeed true. We do use enough for all three positive, negative and question form. For example, I have enough money, I don't have enough money, have you got enough money? Right? So the same sentence I have changed it into all three, positive, negative and question form. Now, let us see if you guys can look at the statement and try to guess the correct quantifier so as to complete the sentence. Alright, so how dash time do we have? Come on, go ahead, look at the sentence and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So as here you can see the question says how dash time we have. So time is an uncountable noun, right? So we will use much. How much time do we have? So the correct answer is option number 1. Well done guys, very well done. Moving ahead with the next question. Come on. They moved to France a dash years ago. Come on. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. They moved to France a dash years ago. We'll use a few years ago. Alright, we cannot use little, we cannot use many, we cannot use some. So therefore the correct answer is again option number 1, that is few. So they moved to France a few years ago. Moving ahead with the next question. Today, dash people who enjoy winter sports is much greater than that of 20 years ago. Come on, look at the question carefully, look at the options carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done. So, today dash people who enjoy winter sports. A number of people who enjoy winter sports? No, that is not correct. Many people who enjoy winter sport is much greater? No. A great deal of people who enjoy winter sport is much greater? No. The correct answer is option number 4. The number of. So, today the number of people who enjoy winter sports is much greater than that of 20 years ago. Alright, so well done guys, very well done. Moving ahead with the next question. According to the studies, dolphins, whales and dash other sea creatures use highly sophisticated navigation system. Look at the options carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done. So, according to the studies, dolphin, whales and dash other sea creatures. Okay. So, and any other sea creatures? No, that does not sound right. Little other sea creatures? No, that also does not sound right. Many other sea creatures? Yes. So, indeed, it's the correct answer. So, the correct answer is option number 3. So, according to the studies, dolphin, whales and many other sea creatures use highly sophisticated navigation system. Alright, moving ahead with the next question. He is a language expert, but he knows dash about mathematics. Go ahead, look at the question carefully, look at the options carefully and try to determine the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So, he is a language expert, but he knows dash about mathematics. So, but, can you see here we are using the word but in the sentence. The word but shows contrast, right? It shows opposition. So, he is a language expert, that means he does not know much about mathematics. So, he is a language expert, but he knows little about mathematics, alright. So, the correct answer is option number 2. Good job to all those who have given the correct answer. Moving ahead with the very next question. I don't think there will be a severe shortage of usable water because there was dash rainfall yesterday. Go ahead, look at the sentence carefully, look at the options carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done. Yes. So, I don't think there will be a severe shortage of usable water because there was little rainfall. No, that won't be correct. I don't think, the sentence starts with don't, which shows negative, right? There won't be severe shortage of usable water. Therefore, the correct answer is option number 4. Okay, because there was a lot of rainfall yesterday. There was a lot of rainfall, therefore, of course, there won't be a shortage of water. So, kudos to all of you who have given the correct answer. Let's move ahead with the very next question. In the first dash months of life, an infant learns how to lift its head, how to smile and how to recognize its parents. Go ahead, look at the question carefully, look at the options that have been given below carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So, in the first dash months of life, an infant learns how to lift its head. The correct answer is option number 1, that is few. In the first few months of life. So, all those who have given the correct answer, you guys are doing an amazing job. Let us move on to the next question. Serving dash terms in Congress, Kate Pearson became an important United States politician. Look at the question carefully, look at the option carefully and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So, here you can see serving dash terms in Congress. The correct answer is option number 1, that is several. Okay, serving several terms in Congress, Kate Pearson became an important United States politician. Next one, in my country, dash universities offer a wide range of courses. That's why they are preferred by foreign students as well. Look at the question carefully and look at the options carefully and try to determine the correct answer. In my country, most universities. So, the correct answer is option number 4. In my country, most universities offer a wide range of courses. That's why they are preferred by foreign students as well. Moving ahead with the next question. I didn't get dash nice presents for Christmas this year. Go ahead, look at the question carefully. Once again, look at the options given and try to determine the correct answer. Bravo guys, very well done. The correct answer is any. I didn't get any nice presents for Christmas this year. Any means not even one. Well done guys, very well done. So now that we have seen what possessives are and what quantifiers are, let us move on to the very next type of determiner, which is numbers. Alright. So like I said, when we talk about quantity, we talk about quantity in two different ways. Okay. One is that we use quantifiers. Quantifiers mean that we talk about the quantity in an indirect manner. Okay. We are not being specific about the quantity. Okay. We are sort of giving an estimation of the quantity in terms of usage of those quantifiers. Okay. So, when we use quantifiers, we are giving an estimation about the quantity of the noun. Now, the word numbers basically specifically tell you, it gives the specific information about the quantity of a noun. Like the example that I gave you below. Please go to the market and get a kilo of rice. Alright, please get a packet of rice. Get me a packet of pulses. Okay, get me 3 cartons of milk. So, when I use the numbers, as you can see, these numbers, they talk about the specific quantity of the noun. Alright, so there are 2 types of number that we have when it comes to your determiners. Okay, so numbers can be divided into 2 different parts. One is your cardinal number and other is your ordinal number. Okay, so let us look at some examples. She deserves a second chance. When I say a second chance, I am talking about the number specifically. What is the chance? This is the second chance. Okay, so which means this is a specific quantity. My lucky number is 7. So this again here is a specific number. Alright. So let us look at the 2 types of the numbers that I said, ordinal number and cardinal number. What do you mean by ordinal number? Ordinal number is first, second and third. So when we use numbers such in the ordinal manner, that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, these are called ordinal numbers. We use them to put things in order. So when do we use them? To put things in order, to talk about dates, alright, and we commonly use other determiners as articles or possessive before them. Okay, so like for example, I came first in the class, alright, he is the last boy, he is the last boy to come to school. So the last boy, the is used before the word last. Okay, so here you can see in terms of number, like for example, he is the fifth student, right, he is the fifth, or he has the fifth roll number. So the fifth, which basically means that we are using other determiners as well before this. For example, this was the fifth science exam that he had failed. So the fifth, alright, ordinal number. It's her 18th birthday. Again, the word 18 shows ordinal number. Her 18th birthday, the word her is possessive determiner, and 18th is of course your ordinal number. What are you doing on November 5th? Used to show date, alright. So November 5th, again we see ordinal number. Now, if ordinal numbers are first, second, third, fourth, which means cardinal numbers are your normal numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So cardinal numbers such as 1, 2, 3 are called, numbers such as 1, 2, 3 are called cardinal numbers. While using them, we once again commonly use other determiners such as articles or possessives before them. So please remember, in case of your numbers, we do use other determiners before them. For example, my two best friends are Mary and John. Okay, my two best friends, using a possessive determiner before two. She has 3 dogs, 2 cats and a rabbit. Alright, so then what will you do if you win $2 million? Alright, so this is how we use our numbers. So once again, cardinal numbers 1, 2, 3, ordinal numbers first, second, third. So now that we have understood this, let us see if you guys can answer this question. So the first one, we use cardinal numbers with dates, true or false. Come on, think about it and try to guess the correct answer. Alright, well done guys, very well done, excellent job. Okay, so the statement over here says that we use cardinal numbers with dates. No, it's a false statement. Why? Because when we talk about dates, we say today is 13th, right? Today is 6th of March. So when I say 6th of March, what I'm doing, I'm talking about the date in ordinal number, right? So therefore it's false. We use ordinal numbers with dates and not cardinal numbers. So therefore the statement is a false statement. Moving ahead with the next one, we use ordinal numbers with names of kings and queens. Come on, think about it. Think about some examples in your head and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So we use ordinal numbers with names of kings and queens. Once again, ordinal numbers means first, second, third, fourth, right? And yes, the statement is absolutely true. Okay, it's true. For example, King Edward the 8th, right? So you can see we have used the ordinal number with the name, alright? So we do use ordinal numbers before names of kings and queens. Moving ahead with the next one, we use ordinal numbers for person's age. Come on, think about your age, use it in a sentence and see if the statement is true or false. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. So we use ordinal numbers for person's age. Ordinal number once again means first, second, third, right? It is false. We use cardinal numbers to talk about a person's age. She is 8 years old, he is 13 years old, right? So we use cardinal numbers for it. Moving ahead with the next question. We use ordinal numbers for floors of buildings. Come on, think about it and try to guess the correct answer. Well done guys, very well done, excellent job. We use ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers are again first, second, third. Well, the statement is absolutely true, isn't it? He lives on the first floor, I live on the 10th floor, right? So we do use ordinal numbers to talk about the floors of the building. So it's true. Moving ahead, we use cardinal numbers to tell the time. Come on. Think about the time right now and try to guess the correct answer. Yes, absolutely correct guys, very well done, excellent job. This statement is true. We do use cardinal numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, to talk about the time. It's 6 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, right? Then we use ordinal numbers to put things in order. Come on, think about it and try to guess the correct answer. Excellent job guys, very well done. Yes, this statement true, 2 is absolutely true, right? We do use ordinal numbers, that is first, second, third, to put things in order. First do this, then do that, second do this, right? Or if you look at the rankings in your class, he stood first, she stood second, she stood third, that is how we do it, right? So put things in order, we do use ordinal numbers. Alright, so now that we have done that, you have to fill in the blanks using the numbers. So the numbers have been given in the bracket and you have to use it in the correct form, that is in the cardinal form or ordinal form. Okay, so let's look at the very first sentence. I have breakfast at dash o'clock. Yes, absolutely correct guys, very well done. Of course, for time we do use cardinal numbers, right? So we'll write it as 6 in word form. Okay, moving ahead with the next one. My brother is in the dash class. Well done guys, very well done, absolutely correct. My brother is in the 4th class. Moving ahead with the next one. Jamie is dash years old. Good job guys, very well done. Jamie is 10 years old. So cardinal number. Next one. Today is the dash of April. Excellent job guys, today is the 17th of April. Next one, it costs only dash pound. Well done guys, very well done, it costs only 1 pound. I'm so happy that he won the dash prize. Good job guys, very well done. I'm so happy that he won the first prize. Next one. It takes dash hours to get from London to Cairo by air. Kudos to you all. Well done. It takes 5 hours. Next one. It's the dash day of our holiday in Florida. Excellent job, guys. It's the 5th day. He scored dash goals in dash games. Yes, absolutely correct. He scored 3 goals in 2 games. And the last one, it was his dash goal today. Well done, guys. Very well done. It was his 3rd goal today. Alright. So, what did we learn today? Finally, well, we basically recalled our determiners. That's the first thing that we did. So, we started with the definition of determiners again. I did tell you a bit about your articles. That is what we had looked into last week. After that, we talked about your demonstratives. Today, we looked at possessives. We basically looked at quantifiers and numbers. So, please go ahead and revise. I'll see you guys in the next class. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.